Okay, so I'm doing a review of Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 2. And this episode starts off with Phaedra doing yoga with her friend Alicia, and her wig falls off. So Miss Heavenly's crazy ass don't know how to keep a wig on her damn head. I'm like, girl, seriously? So you got a wig on, and then it falls off. So basically, I think she has the regular one. She didn't have a glue one. Because if she glued it down, it wouldn't have came off. So she must have the regular synthetic, or the drawstring, or the wigs where you put in the section in the back. It has a string that you pull, or you put in a latch in the back of the wig and you hold it down. It's like the old school one. It's not the lace front one she's wearing. But it's like, really, Heavenly, you got all this money. You can afford a hairstylist. Like, get a hairstylist, girl. Because this episode, her wigs was looking, it just really was not looking cute. She looked better on BravoCon. Like, I saw a video with her at BravoCon, and her hair looked very nice, and the makeup artist did her skin very well. She should just get a hairstylist and a local makeup artist that she uses to keep her snatched and keep her looking cute, because she's not the fashion girly, so she's not very fashionable. So the next scene, like I was saying, Phaedra and Quad starts to hang out. So Quad meets Phaedra at her house, and she dancing a, and she's basically twerking at the door. They twerking and she getting down. And I like what Quad was wearing. I liked her wig. Some people were saying that her wig looked bad, but I liked it. I like synthetic wigs though, so that's just me. I liked it. I thought it was cute. You know, it looked cute to me because she had the part. It looked close to her skin. It was looking cute. I didn't really like Phaedra's wig like that much, but I liked Quads because I like that short black bob because it's simplistic, it's cute, and it goes with anything. You can wear it with any outfit and it's gonna match. It looks cute to me. I like synthetic though. I like human wigs too, but synthetic to me it's not a big deal. It looks like that's synthetic in my opinion. Like, but she looked cute. So she was basically talking with Phaedra, and Phaedra was asking her, basically, girl, where you been, girl? They've been asking about you. And she's like, I need to take my break from people. But, Quad, you always taking a break from people. It's just like, girl, if you friends with people and they do something you don't like, just say something. Like, it depends on the disrespect. And my whole thing is, her and Heavenly's relationship is weird to me. I wouldn't be friends with Heavenly if I was her, because she keeps spreading these rumors and saying that you're sleeping with married men and all this other stuff. I couldn't be friends with Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly is entertaining for the show, but in reality, she's not friends with anybody. She talks cash shit about everybody. So it's just like she's not nobody's friend. The only person she cares about is her husband, her children, and this is just a show. Like even her and Quad are not really friends. Because for me, it's like she be talking too much about Quad, and Quad gets back at her because she be saying stuff about it, but she be really coming for Quad a lot. So it's like she's really not her friend, and I really feel she believes that she sleeps around with married men and everything else because she keeps bringing it up and keeps saying it over and over again. So Heavenly, yeah, she does too much. So she was basically saying how she needs to take a step away, how she feels away about Heavenly hanging out with Dr. G's wife. My whole thing is I don't understand why she feels away about that. Like, who cares? Who cares? Like, that's the only thing I don't understand about Quiet is like you never really cared that much about Dr. G when you were married to me. It was clear that you didn't care about him. So what's the big deal about her hanging out with the girl? Like, who cares? I know y'all friends and you feel like she shouldn't hang out with her, but she's grown and it's for the TV show. I think she was doing it to spite you, but still, like, who cares? I wouldn't even care. Like, girl, hang out with her if you want. That's your choice. Like y'all not enemies. Sweet Tea hasn't done nothing to you. You don't want Dr. G and her together. It is what it is. Like, who cares? But then Phaedra was just bringing up, the communication thing is an important thing. Like, if they don't reach out to you, how come you didn't reach out to? She said in the confession, she just said it to her face, like, why you always do this thing where you dip off and you don't speak to people, and then you expect people to be hitting you up and writing you and contacting you, and if you're not speaking to them, sometimes people are just like, I'm not gonna speak to you if you're not gonna speak to me. It's that simple. So she has to understand that the same energy you give, people are giving the same energy back. So if you're not hitting people up because you're mad at what Heavenly did, then it is what it is. You're not going to hit up and say, oh, I don't like that you did such and such and such. Then it's just like they're not going to be able to work on whatever the issue is. So my whole thing is Clyde always trying to act like, she's a tourist, so that's a tourist thing. Like, they never see their wrongs and they never have accountability. I was friends with a girl that's a tourist in high school, and they always think the world revolves around them, and they never take accountability for anything that they do wrong. It's like they're always correct. They never see their parts in anything or what they do wrong. It's always like, well, I didn't do nothing. I don't know. Because the thing with Toya, she tried to act like she didn't know why Toya told Phaedra about the DOI charge, because you've done that to her, and because of what you did last season where you were bringing up all these things about her. You got to understand why. You can't dish it and then when it's dished to you, you can't take it. You can't dish it and then not take it. Like, you either going to dish it and handle it and admit you're wrong and be accountable, or you're going to stop throwing digs at people, because that's what you do. You throw a lot of digs and then later hide your hands. And I like Quiet because I like her personality. I like the whole energy that she brings to the show. That's what makes her interesting. It's like her energy. And then the way she dressed and the way she keeps her body fit. Now, some of the despicable things she say at her mouth and things that she do, yeah, it's not cool. But besides that, she's doing okay. It's the beginning of the season. She really hasn't said or done anything to anybody. And she really doesn't have a problem with Sweet Tea either. When Phaedra told her about it, she was like, well, he's 23 years. He's 23 years older than Sweet Tea. And she was like, oh, okay, nah, nah. And she was like, oh, okay. You see, she really wasn't saying nothing about the girl, because it's just like, baby, she don't want him anymore. So it's like, what does she have to say about Sweet Tea? At this point, she does not have a problem with the girl. She doesn't know her. But my whole thing is on the reunion, Quad's gonna get Miss Sweet Tea together, because Sweet Tea is very underhanded, and it's like, she seems like she has an issue with Quad for no apparent reason. It's just like, baby, she has not done nothing to you. What do you have a problem with? And I think Dr. G's putting things into her head and saying things and comparing her and telling her things, little things, snide things about her. And some women are very stupid and let their husbands, significant others, manipulate them into not liking their exes that they're no longer with for no apparent reason. I think that's what he does with Sweet Tea, because she's a little bit young, she's naive and dumb, so she fall for the trouble. But it's like, girl, bye. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, because I'm just going to talk about things that I want to talk about, because talking about every little thing that everybody does, that's kind of like, I don't want to be following what everybody does for their reviews, talking about every little thing. So the next thing was when the girls meet up with basically Sweet Tea at the basically to look at her dress, basically. So they meet up, it's Phaedra and Toya, and then Sweet Tea has a friend. So they're looking at dresses. And the only thing that I didn't like was that Phaedra was being kind of rude to the girl. The girl trying to get to know you, and you're talking about, oh, girl, your butt, and you flat, and you don't got no butt. First of all, she don't have to have a butt. Every black person does not have a booty. There's some black girls that have no breasts, no ass, no hips, no nothing. They just athletic and they're petite. And then there's some women that got butt, no breasts, and stomach. It's just, everybody's shaped different. Like, Phaedra, leave this girl alone. Just because she hasn't had work done like you've had work done, why are you coming for this girl? Like, leave her alone. That's the only thing that I didn't like that Phaedra was doing this episode. Was like, keep coming for this girl for no apparent reason. This girl's not doing nothing to you, and you coming for her. What's the reason? I don't get that. Then Toya was talking about she needed a girl to like. Toya, you shouldn't be talking about nobody, because wasn't you, all these other seasons, people were talking about your body, talking about how much you got a gut and the weight you were putting on, and you didn't feel that good about yourself, and you didn't like when people were saying stuff about your body. So why are you now turning around and you quote unquote claim that that's your sister? You see what I'm saying? Fake as hell, like Sweet Tea. None of these girls is your friend. I'm so sorry. Not even Miss Toya is your friend. Because why would she be underhanded talking about your stomach and stuff? There's nothing wrong with Sweet Tea, in my opinion. Her body is natural. She's a natural woman. She has titties. She has booty. She's regular. Like, I'm not understanding why they felt the need while at helping someone get a dress to be coming for. Another thing that I don't like about Sweet Tea is Sweet Tea be telling people too much stuff, and she be giving people ammunition to talk about her. Baby, why did you think after they sit there and talk about you need a girdle to hold in your stomach, talk about you have a flat booty, you need to get a dress to accentuate your butt and make your butt look big, and all of this, you did then tell them that you joined a Facebook group about age gap relationships? Why would you ever tell Phaedra? Phaedra don't like you. She done made it clear since she came to your housewarming that she did not like you, talking about like giving you backhanded compliments, then here talking about your butt and keep referencing your booty and how much it's flat and all of this, and now you telling her that. And then her and Toya sitting here, quote unquote, laughing at you and stuff. And that's what I'm saying. How's Toya see you as her sister and she is sitting here clowning with Phaedra? Like, that's telling you right here that no, that is not your friend. And my whole thing about it is that Sweet Tea is not made for the show. She does not fit with these girls. She is weak, and she be letting these people make her cry. Because my whole thing is, they were saying stuff. Oh, it's this sugar baby, because Phaedra was saying, oh, you were a sugar baby, and then a girl and her were like, no, it's not a sugar baby thing. This is like an age group for me to get support, because my friends don't understand the fact that I am in a relationship with an older guy, and they're not dealing with an older man, so they don't understand. So that's why I joined the group. And she just kept saying it and just was like, girl, I don't know why you even told these hoes that. See, it's just like, I feel like the producers told her to sell these different things so that people could come for her, because now at this point they're basically picking on this girl and just coming for her life. And I just feel I kind of feel sorry for her, but at the same time I kind of don't, because I don't like the way that she kind of thought that she was so much better than Quad, and she got with him. It's like, oh, I could give you what you want, and I gotta get the demons out my house, and all these little snide comments she keeps saying to Quad, and Quad hasn't done nothing to this woman, and I can't stand pick me females because she's acting like a pick me, in my opinion, because you're sitting here acting like you can do better than Quad, and Quad was a little bit older than you, and if she cannot change Dr. G or make Dr. G be something else, you sure can't. You're 23 years younger than the man. So let's be real. You are in a relationship. There is a struggle, and it's gonna be a struggle because this man's gonna shit on you, because when after they had that thing, and Phaedra, before they went to the dress shopping, they sat down and had dinner. I had missed the part, sorry. So Sweet Tea and Greg, she made him adobo chicken and rice and plated him food, and they were eating, and she was saying how she was overwhelmed by the wedding and how she needed his support and for him to help with the wedding. He said, but I'm paying 90% of it and you only paying 10%. And see, that's what happened in his relationship with Quad, where he had to keep throwing in people's face the money he was making. That's why she was working for herself and had her stuff, established her own stuff. But not saying Sweet Tea doesn't, because Sweet Tea is working from home, so she has her own money too. But the problem is that now that he's paying majority everything and he's being a man, he won't keep bringing that up. And I get a lot of people like, well, he's paying for majority, he shouldn't have to do nothing. But the whole thing is that it's both their weddings. He could help her a little bit, like take a couple things off her plate would help things for her and would make her feel better as your partner. If your partner says, I'm having slack here and I really need your help, why can't he support her? See, that's the same thing he did to God in their relationship, and that's why she checked out. Part of the reason why she checked out is because he don't support people. You gotta always throw in the face, well, I spent this and I spent that. Doesn't matter. You spent that, and we like that about you, and that's a great thing that you take your part as a man and you help. You pay, but you still have to do your part as a partner, and she may need other areas for you to assist. You can help her. See, Dr. G, you're going to mess up this relationship too if you don't learn how to be there for your partner. She needs you to be there for her, so be there for her. If she needs you to help send out invitations for the wedding, or she needs you to talk to your groomsmen, or she needs you to, pick out flowers or something, or help her pick the flowers that you would like, or the color scheme you would like, then just help her. I don't understand why that's so hard for males to do. I understand like they feel like it's not a manly thing to do, but at the end of the day, y'all are partners. This is your wedding, you're marrying her, you claim you love her so much, so why can't you do that? Like, Dr. G is like really like horrible sometimes, like the way he be treating people and the way he was talking to her. I shouldn't have to deal with shit. It's just like the way he's talking to her. That's not how you talk to somebody. She was just suggesting something like, why you gotta talk to her like that? Like that verbal, the way he was speaking, oh yeah, he would have got cursed out. Like, watch how you speak to me, sir. Like, we're in a relationship. Just watch how you talk to people. So she wasn't even being disrespectful. Like, I feel sorry for Sweet Tea because she doesn't know what she's about to deal with being married to this man. Like, people act one way to get you, and once you get married to them and they lock you down, they really get deep into their disrespect. Like, he's already disrespecting on camera already, so imagine how much more disrespect you're gonna get. So we got the dress in place, and I was talking about how Phaedra was talking ish about this girl. Like, nobody really is giving this girl grace. I kind of feel kind of bad for her, but at the same time I don't, because why would you even sign up to do a show when you are just about to get married to someone and you barely been in your marriage and everybody's coming for you. Dr. Heavenly's coming for you. Dr. Jackie's in the low and confessional's coming for you. Toya and Phaedra and your face are coming for you. Like, Dr. Simone ain't really doing nothing to you yet, because you know these people change up. You never know. So I just feel like, sweet tea, you should never join this girl. You don't have the cojones. Now your sister, your twin, she could have handled these girls, had them together, honey. But you just be letting people read you for filth and don't be saying nothing. Then when you say stuff, you say it in the confessional instead of just saying it to their face. I think it's because she's nervous, but she needs to start speaking up, because these women are out of pocket, the stuff they be saying to the damn girl. Especially Phaedra. It's just like, girl, you need to leave this girl alone. So after that, Toya and Sweet Tea talk on the phone, and then she tells her about the monthly wine subscription that she has, and she invites her to it. And then Sweet Tea said okay, and she lets her know, baby, don't wear no little country hats, baby. Make sure you get sexy for this or whatever. I'm like, okay. So then after they do that, they basically have the event, and then Eugene, they didn't have before that, after they had that conversation, Eugene comes home and he's talking about they need to have a talk with the boys. So they do have a discussion with their two sons about, you know, sex, and you know how sex is, and about STDs, and about ejaculation, what that is, and you know, just telling them and having a conversation, because this seems like as the boys are getting older, like they're getting more curious, and you know, they're boys and they may be having these feelings. So it was cute to see Toya and Eugene have that discussion with them, which a lot of black families and parents should be having those talks with their kids and not letting the world tell their kids. That's why a lot of kids have the issues with teen pregnancy and things of that nature, because of that, because there's no discussions between the parent, you know, black moms and dads with their children. So it was good to see that. That was really refreshing, and I liked that part of the episode. I also liked the part where Dr. Jackie was meeting with the other doctor that works in her practice now, and she was happy now she's able to get home earlier now, leave at 2 p.m. and on the weekend she has off, so she's enjoying having the other doctor in the office to give her slack, and I'm happy that she's enjoying it and now realizing that she needs to take time for herself and not to be running herself ragged working, that she worked hard and she deserves time to herself and have self-love and time to herself. I love that from Dr. Jackie. And then it was interesting when her one of her patients came, Debrat, and she was talking to Judy and finding out that Miss Debrat, while she was pregnant, was not eating the right way. But a lot of people, when they get pregnant, they don't eat the right way. When I was pregnant, I was eating pretty healthy. I was taking sea moss smoothies. I was eating a lot of fruit. I was eating vegetables. I wasn't eating a lot of Chinese and processed food and stuff like that. I was eating pretty healthy and cooking a lot at home. And she's not understanding that, you know, they say because her age, but I don't think it's because her age. It's just you got to take care of yourself while you're pregnant. You know, you can eat things that you want, you know, in moderation, but you want to be eating more vegetables, more fruits, more vegetables, healthy stuff, drinking a lot of water, not soda pops and things like that. So I understand Dr. Jackie was trying to tell her, like, your health is important, especially because of your age, and that because, you know, us as black women, we have a higher during pregnancy to have high blood pressure and get gestational, you know, pregnancy, diabetes, and things of that nature due to us as a people. And then sometimes it's genetics and things of that nature, and then it could be age as well. So it was really interesting, her basically telling Judy to keep an eye on her and tell her to eat better and things of that nature. So that was good, because, you know, the brat was being bratty, okay, a little bit acting like a baby, but she was so cute and chubby. She had a little cheek. She was so cute. And then they all meet up at the wine tasting thing. They go straight to that. And then everybody meets up there, and everybody's seated, and Dr. Jackie is sitting there, and, you know, everybody's sitting there. And then, you know, everybody keep asking about Quad. Oh, first they're basically talking to Toya, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm drinking," and she was trying to talk, but she had been sipping a little bit of wine, so she was a little bit tipsy, and then Sweet Tea decides to call them out at the event, like, "Oh, girl, you wasn't acting like that at the thing, and you and Phaedra were kind of out of line talking about my body. I was not cool with that." And she looked really nice. That dress she had on was cute. Sweet Tea, that blue and white ensemble she had on was real cute. I liked it. So I was just like, "Girl, you calling them out? Good. You should have called them out the minute they did it." But I understand, like, she's just getting to know them. She's kind of like, she don't know when to come at these girls, when not to. So I was impressed that she said something, period, because she seems kind of scared of these people, in my opinion. Like, this show, I'm sorry, I just don't feel this is a good fit for her. This show is not for her. This show is not for her. I'm sorry. These people are chewing her up. They chewing her alive. Like, they eating her and devouring her. Like, she cannot handle these reads. She late with it, and she's getting made fun of, and she's being the brunt of the jokes. Like, she's getting, like, they coming for her neck. So she basically called out Toy. Toy's like, "For real, me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And Phaedra, they both said sorry. Then she came for them and told everybody how she didn't like that they kept bringing up Quad at her housewarming, and how Toya and all of them mentioned her, and she didn't feel that was right. So they all apologized, including Dr. Jackie, and said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And Toya was like, "For real, me too?" It's just like, really, Toya, you don't remember you brought up Quad's name, asking about it, like you was really concerned, but you really just wanted to bring up the DUI charge. That's why you brought it up. Like, girl, come on now. And it was kind of inappropriate. But I still feel like, baby, if they would have been able to come to a new residence, they would have never brought up her name. Your husband should have bought a brand new house. He could have kept that house and rented it out and let people pay money to live in that house. He could have rented out that house, and then he could have got you a brand new house. He has more than enough money. Like, y'all should have had a new home. I'm so sorry. Like, before you pop out a baby for him, he needs to get you a new home. I'm sorry. Like, quote unquote, remember you said you had to get the demons out? You need to start fresh and anew in your new marriage in a new home, though. Like, y'all need to get a new home. Y'all need to get rid of that old home they had with Quad, get a new one so that they could stop bringing up, "Oh, yeah, we used to come here 6 or 7 years ago, and Quad used to be here," and they would, and just keep it pushing. But I do understand and respect her for saying something to him about how she felt, because they were kind of out of pocket. But at the same time, it's like, baby, you the new girl here. They're going to consistently bring up Quad. If you didn't want that, you should have never came on the show. I just feel like she shouldn't have came on the show. She's just getting married to this man, and they're already having issues already. The same issues he had with Quad, same issues we have now. So that's my whole thing about it. It's like, babe, you got to know that these girls is coming for your neck, and you got to handle it. And then she was like really upset because Big Mouth Phaedra went and told Heavenly about the age gap group, and she said something about therapy, and she's like, "No, it's an age gap group. It was not therapy." And then Phaedra's like, "I did not say therapy. I said age gap group." And it's just like, Phaedra, you should not have told Heavenly nothing. You have not. Come on, Phaedra. You act like you have never watched the show. You should know never to tell Dr. Heavenly any goddamn thing. That girl can't hold water worth nothing. That girl can't hold a secret. She can't hold tea. She can't hold anything. Don't tell that girl nothing. Tell her anything, she gonna go spew it and run and say it the minute she see the person. Like, she has a big ass mouth. Like, come on. Don't do that anymore. Don't tell that girl nothing. So she brought it up and saying something to her. She said, "What y'all do at these meetings? Y'all play music?" Really, girl? Play music. And then Sweetie was like, "You want to join?" And she said, "Well, we 6 months apart, me and my husband, so I don't think that's going to work." And I'm just like, girl, mind your business. Leave Sweetie alone. She stay coming for people. Like, she be coming for this girl's neck, and I did not like her hair. Like, her wig was trash. Miss Dr. Heavenly, before you come for someone, please, that wig, I didn't like it. It's just, it's not even it was just the colors. It was like, it was the blonde. I don't like her in blonde, and not that specific blonde. Like, if she was to do blonde, I would want her to do something else. Like, it was just like, girl, come on. I did not like it. And then after that, they had the discussion. And then she went into the bathroom because Dr. Simone was trying to basically help her and talk with her because she was seeing that she was really about to cry, bust out crying or whatever. And then they kept coming for her. So he walked into the bathroom or whatever, and we're talking, and she was telling Dr. Simone how overwhelmed she is with the wedding, and she's not getting no support from him, and she wants him to take part in it. But Dr. Simone said, if you want him to take part in the wedding, you have to date a man, and I do not agree with that. I'm sorry, Dr. Simone. You're gonna, but she was telling her the realistic fact about how males are. They want to get married to you, but then when they get married, once they give you the money, they want you to do all the plans and do everything. But my whole thing is that marriage, even a wedding, is a partnership. That he should be helping her with certain things like sending out the invitations, helping her with the flower picking, the cake choosing, the food menu. He needs to be helping her because it's a together thing. It's not just her by herself. But I get, because he's paying majority of it, he feels like he shouldn't have to, but he has to understand how overwhelmed she's feeling with going through all of this, dealing with your friends and how pushy they are, how mean they are to her, and how they're talking down to her and making her feel like bullshit, like shit, and talking about her stomach and her weight and her butt and the way she look, and probably talking about her teeth and her mouth and her lips, and they're like going overdrive. Even when Quad came on the show, they weren't coming for her. I think they used to talk about her hair though, because her hair the way it was, and then talk about how she was ghetto and stuff like that. But the way they're coming for Sweet Tea, they never used to talk about Quad like this. So I was like, they're coming for her neck. And she can't handle it. Like, she's about to break down. Like, they're really coming for this girl. You kind of, after a while, kind of feel sorry for her, though, because she didn't know what she was signing up for. And that's what she get for jumping in them DMs and thinking she was going to handle and letting Dr. Heavenly, this drama queen, instigator, convince her to come on the show where she can't handle these girls. And even during Dr. Heavenly's like show, when she was doing like her reenactment of the show and talking about how she feels about it, like she was reading that girl for filth, and she said, I feel sorry for the girl because she don't know what she signed her ass up for. And she said she come for Quiet, she gonna get chewed up. And next episode, it seems like she and Quiet gonna come face to face at her bachelorette party, and that was messy of them to do that. They shouldn't have brought that girl. Like, come on now. Like, I understand for the show, y'all gotta be drama, but can't you do it at a different time? Like, at her bachelorette party, that's gonna be drama. And she ain't gonna be able to handle it because she can't handle Quad. Period. She can't handle Quad. She just can't. Quad will hand her to her ass. Period. Because she keeps picking at Quad and saying little smart stuff about Quad. But when she comes face to face with Quad, I hope she's gonna be able to handle what she's gonna get. I hope she's gonna be able to stand up for herself, because she can't stand up against these other women. And they saying small little things, and she's getting scared out her way. And then, still during this episode, they tried the wine. They had a wine tasting and try out which one was the bottle, the bottle versus hers, basically picking which one was the box wine versus her wine. And the only person that didn't get it was Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone picked the box wine. Everybody else picked Toya's wine. So it was really cute. And then when she was talking about she was tired and she needed to go, when she got up, the camera panned to her tag being showing. And then they started laughing. Dr. Jackie, Phaedra, and Dr. Heavenly started cracking the hell up. They were crying. I said, see, that's what she get. This is not the show for, I'm sorry, like, they were cracking up, and she getting all scared. Girl, stop crying. Why are you letting these girls scare you? Like, Dr. Heavenly has no room to be talking about anybody with that ugly ass wig on her head. She should not have been talking to me at you, because that wig was horrible. That whole outfit she had on was trash. So you could have came for her life about that. Like, bitch, you don't have no room to be laughing about me having a tag on my shirt, my dress. So what? I got a tag. I forgot to take it off. Big deal, bitch. Look what the fuck you wearing. You should be talking about a big deal about the way that you motherfucking look, boo. Because you look a mess. You should not be talking with that ugly ass wig on your head. Boop. You look a mess. Boop. Don't talk shit. Shouldn't be talking. Then I'd have been talking about Phaedra too, baby. You shouldn't be talking either. That fucking wig you have on your head is horrible to trash, baby. But her outfit was cute though. I like what Phaedra was wearing. It was pretty cute. But that hair, no, you shouldn't be talking. I didn't like her wig either. So it's just like, girl, leave the poor child alone. And then, the friend took the tag out, but I felt kind of bad that they panned to the damn thing. And then they were laughing. I was like, ooh, I feel bad for her. This feel like, when you're in high school and everybody's laughing at you. And it's like, excuse me, gang up and peer pressure. And you feel like so embarrassed. You just walk off instead of just standing for yourself and you just run off. That's what it seemed like she did. Poor her. Even Toya, she think Toya, and the only person that seemed like they were trying to have her back and be her friend was Dr. Simone. This episode, though, we'll see when Dr. Simone turned on her, because it seemed like all these girls is just catty and they come after each other and come and get on each other. So this is how I felt about the episode. I feel like Sweet Tea, this is not the show for her. She needs to go. She's too weak. These girls are going to eat her alive. And I don't think Dr. G and her are going to last long, because the way he was even talking to her was kind of rude today. When she asked for help about the one, he was just totally, utterly disrespectful and rude. And that was not the way he should have been speaking to his future wife. Like, that was just out of pocket. He could have came at her way different. He could have been a little bit better and a little bit more positive, because she's still gonna be, she's a woman and you can't be talking to women like that. Like, he was out of pocket. And the other ladies, they were doing too much. Like, next up is gonna be good. We're gonna see how she handled Fate. Quad coming in and what Quad gonna say to her and how it's gonna happen. So if you like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, and tell me what you feel about the episode. Thank you. Talk to you.